I'm really glad I did graphic 3 with 2 videos because I really want to go slow here. This is a very, very important video. So let's assume I've convinced you that there is a cat engine, that there is a piece of technology that's as smart as a human being. Maybe limited, but as smart as a human being when it comes to cats. You're convinced. Then we went to video 2, and I tried to convince you that you have to be pitching AI in your sales calls because your competitor is going to do it, and then you're going to lose all these deals. And in the 3rd video, I actually talked about how to implement large language models so that the lawyers in your company don't freak out. Right? I get it. I'm with you. I'm wholeheartedly with you that this is not a good situation up here. But yes, General Counsel, there is a way, and compliance officer, regulatory officer, and you name it, there is a way to do AI and keep it in-house. Now, the next question you're going to ask is, okay, what am I supposed to do with this AI? David, I get it. You're paving the road for me, but what exactly am I supposed to do with this AI when I implement it? Now, some of you probably are thinking, oh, well, are we just going to create a banking mobile app and talk directly to grandma, the banking customer? No, we're not. Are we going to take customer service, call centers, and are we just going to put it into an AI and allow our customers to talk directly to the AI? No, we are not. Right? AI in 2024 is not ready for that. It is not ready to be implemented directly with your customer base. Full stop. So what would you use it for? You use it to empower your employees. So you create internal AI that supercharges your employees, right? That's the key. Now, eventually you will go out. You will go out to the consumer, but you've got to start in-house and get it right. You got to tune it. You got to fix it. You got to make mistakes. You got to do all the more reason. Hurry. Because you need time to use this internally to figure out all the bugs before you can actually go out to grandma as a bank. All right, so I'm going to go down this list, but I got to tell you, I don't need to go any further than the CEO. So the CEO is sitting back and saying, poor CEO, right? You're a chief executive officer. You're like, dude, I went to college like in the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, whatever. We hardly had computers back then. And you expect me to understand artificial intelligence, right? What's in it for the CEO? Now, the most obvious is employee productivity. Bar none. Doesn't matter the employee. Every single employee inside your organization's productivity is going to jump. I don't mean increment. I don't mean go up by 5.5%. I'm talking about doubling. That's how critical this is. Because basically what you're going to do is you're going to create an oracle. You're going to create the smartest employee in your company. And that smartest employee, that oracle, is going to be in artificial intelligence. So just like that cat engine in video 1, veterinarians are coming to it, book report writers are coming to, everybody's going to the cat engine because the cat engine is an oracle when it comes to cats. You're going to create an oracle when it comes to your company. You're going to load up every bit of your structured and unstructured data into a single place, and any employee in your organization is going to be able to ask it a question as easily as going to Google Bard or OpenAI ChatGPT. That is a very, very, very big deal because employees spend a lot of time looking for stuff, right? Think about finance employees, Oracle. Think about operations employees, Oracle. Think about technical employees, Oracle. Oracle. Everything is going to come back to this crystal ball. Now, the CEO says, okay, that's great. We make more money. We're more profitable. We don't need as many employees. I've heard it all on Bloomberg, yada, yada, yada. You got anything else for me, David? Absolutely. I've got something more important than the Oracle for you. And that is you're going to be able to forecast with AI. Now, this gets real technical, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. But these poor CEOs, think about your C-suite, right? They're up there in the wheelhouse of these massive ships that, it takes an hour and a half to just make a tiny little turn of the ship. And they're trying to navigate the business to success. They're trying to take care of all their employees. They're trying to make sure they're profitable. They're trying to make sure their stock price is up. Whatever they're doing, they are constantly navigating the organization. Well, did you know you could use AI for super forecasting? You can put AI out in front of this ship. You can study markets. You can study banking. You can study the stock market. You can study customer sentiment. There's nothing you can't study. Demographics, political parties, politics, presidential races, whatever is freaking the C-suite out, you can study through AI and super forecast against it. Boom. CEO says, I don't care about any of you other people. right? We just implemented AI. I've made an executive decision. AI is coming in. I just want to pursue super forecasting, and that's it. But then we get to operations. Operations is responsible for a lot of infrastructure, whether that infrastructure is machines or it's servers or it's Amazon, whatever it is. If we pull the electric plug for your company, you're going to go out of business, right? You're going to shut down within an hour. Well, those operations people want to make sure your infrastructure is operating optimally. If it normally operates at 90% effectiveness and he or she can take it to 95%, boom, you've just made more money. You've just saved more costs. So that's a big deal to use AI to make sure that whatever the CEO is writing checks for, software, databases, laptops, whatever it is, servers, you name it, that it is running optimally. Then you can also automate tasks. Don't wake me up at 10 o'clock tonight if something's wrong. Figure it out. AI, go fix it. Go reboot the server. Yeah. Okay, the bank is back up and running. We're good to go. And I never even rolled over in bed. So that's a big deal for operations. Finance, CFOs hate mistakes. They hate when numbers are transposed. They hate when a number is put in the wrong column. Hate it. You can use AI to watch every single number entered into a general ledger. And that AI will go, well, that's an anomaly. And it'll immediately go back to the person who entered it in a microsecond and say, you just entered a number and it's freaking me out. Are you sure? Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I would have gotten in so much trouble. I had transposed two numbers. Fraud, employee expenses, staying in fancy 4-star hotels, whatever it is. Finance is going to absolutely adore AI, and it's great because they're the ones who are writing the check for it. Sales, come on, right? They're going to learn everything they can about any prospect and any client. They're going to be able to have conversations like they're an employee of that prospect's company. That is going to be absolutely amazing. And then, of course, sales benefits from good customer service. They work so hard to originate that deal. They work so hard to get the contract signed, and then boom, they have a problem within an hour. And who do you think gets the call? Sales always gets the call because we know you. You promised us this thing was going to be awesome, and it's not awesome, and we're holding you responsible. Legal's going to love it because legal is always worried. What are the employees doing? What are the employees? What was that email? What was that data? Did anybody use ChatGPT? Right? They're always freaking out about what are the human beings in our organization doing today. Well, now they can monitor compliance, right? They can automate contracts. There's nothing legal can't do with AI. Now, again, even if you're like, oh, okay, David, this is getting a little soft, right? We may not start with legal. We may not start with finance. I don't care. You got the CEO, boom. Game over. We're getting AI tomorrow. Marketing. Come on, have you seen the little videos? Have you seen all that imagery, the 3D images and the images that you can make through a text prompt? You can create so much content. You can create personal content. You can create segmented content. You can create content for customers to make sure that they have a better relationship with your organization. Come on, I could talk about marketing for 8 hours straight. Customer service, come on. Right, we talked about not getting rid of customer service. You can't do that. AI is not ready for prime time. But my gosh, a customer service agent or a call center agent who gets a call coming inbound, hello, Mary, how can I help you today? And boom, they turn around and they just type their question directly into that AI. They're going to have Mary's question answered within a second. That's going to save money. That's going to make Mary happy. Everybody's going to win. And of course, the little marketing department is sitting over here going, well, wait a second. Can I analyze everything Mary says in those interactions? You bet you can. Because Mary may be calling and going, well, do you have XYZ product? No, we don't have that. Sorry. I want to know. Because we may be able to develop new products based on all those call center conversations. And of course, HR, very controversial, but AI is going to be doing all the hiring. It's going to be doing all the training. It's going to be doing employee feedback. It's going to be making sure your employees are happy, productive, and they're not about to quit. So hopefully we have shown you enough reasons to implement AI tomorrow without ever directly touching any one of your customers.